Hello, good afternoon, happy Friday, and welcome to Arizona Midday. I'm your host, Vanessa Ramirez. Today on the show, we all love our furry friend of United Pet Care. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for letting us use Loki in the welcome there.
Oh, thank you so much for having us. Yeah.
Such a cutie. Okay, so Loki's yours.
He is.
Okay, and give us a little bit of details about Loki, just because he was the star of the show right now.
Of course, he's the star of every show.
Pet benefits, is that actually like a thing?
That is actually a thing, and it's really become a thing over the course of the last 3 or 4 years. Really, since a number of people realize that pets can be really, really expensive. And so a lot of folks have turned to their employers and said, hey, I don't have baby.
One of those people. I don't have any children, but I do have a fur baby, and they do get expensive, and sometimes you have emergencies and costs that you're not expecting, so you probably need some assistance with that.
That's exactly right. Yeah, I can, now having both, I can say they're not quite as expensive as real kids, but a lot of things you know that you're going to end up spending money on. The way that we work is actually every pet is accepted, and every pet pays the exact same rate.
Cost, like once they sign up at that rate, that's what they're going to.
That's right,
okay.
And it's predictable. And you know exactly what you're going to save at the vet, because the vet give your pets information, and everybody pays the exact same rate, and that's it.
And there
you pick
go.
your vet and you start going.
All right, seems pretty easy. So how did you get into this pet space anyway?
So that story actually, this much money to care for the pet over its life, quickly realized that I would do anything for this little guy. And so that was a big shift in our mindset. And then actually we moved to Arizona about 10 weeks before COVID, which was almost for us. They were kind of an integral part of our relationship and our happiness. And so kind of long story short, we actually ended up buying a pet store together. That got me really interested in this space. I came from a human healthcare background, and then
there are, if you don't have any children, even if you have children, they still are a special place in our home and our hearts. So
absolutely, I say depending on the day, we do have a ranking of our 2 kids and our 2 pets, and you know that changes.
Yes, I totally get that. Okay, so let's get to that special for our Arizona Midday viewers.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we have going on right now, even though
sharing all of that information, I'm sure it's new to a lot of people, but very interesting and very helpful.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on.
And thanks for bringing Loki.
All right, thanks, Betty. Good boy.
What a star. And again, if you want to learn more, go ahead and visit unitedpetcare.com or call that number there on your screen. Now let's shine a spotlight on an event that's celebrating and honoring the lives of those who fight like a kid. Here to tell us more is Lorraine Tallman, the founder of Amanda Hope Rainbow Angels. Thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon, Vanessa. I'm just excited to be here.
Well, we're excited to have you here because we want to learn more about Amanda Hope. So for those who don't know, tell us more about it.
So Amanda Hope was actually my daughter's name.
Love that you're honoring her by, doing what she wanted you to do, and she wrote it out back so many years ago.
Well, she said, say I promise, Mama, and once you say I promise.
Yeah, chills with that one. Okay, so why is mental health so important to fight terminal illness?
So in our family
going on. So thank you so much for joining us this afternoon and sharing everything, and for helping with mental health, with support in so many different ways, and then for living out your daughter's legacy and honoring her.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Yes.
It's exciting.
And if you guys want to learn more, go ahead and visit amandahope.org. Now it's time to meet our amazing pet of the week. This is Dash, and here to tell us all about him is Scott with Halo Animal Rescue. Thank you two for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.
And we have Dash here paying attention to what's going on. So can you tell us more about Dash and where he came from?
Yeah, of course. So Dash is a 4.5.
Guys, for a year.
So Dash, unfortunately, has been passed up a little bit. He does have a few restrictions when it comes to adoption. So he can't be with small children. He's scared of toddlers.
Go to visit Dash and do like a meet and greet.
So if they want to do a meet and greet, they can go ahead and meet us at 32nd Street and Bell Road at our main Halo Animal Rescue location.
Okay, do they need to schedule an appointment, or how does that work?
They can go ahead and come.
And yes, I think we heard too that his fee has been waived because we want to find him his forever home.
Yes.
And that's why he's making his debut here on TV. So if someone wants to help out Halo in another way, how do they go about doing that?
You can always go to the halorescue.org website.
Thanks so much for joining us and sharing all that information about Dash.
Of course, thank you.
Now let's send it over to Crystal for our podcast. Game day spread by taking a fan favorite football food and turning it into a taco masterpiece. Here with the scoop is lifestyle expert Joanne Butler. Hey Joanne, thanks for joining us. That looks delicious. Thanks Joanne. And again, you can learn more at oldelpaso.com. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget, if you want to learn more,